Tracy gets close to exposing major affair in Coronation Street. If there's one person you don't want snooping around your business in Coronation Street, it's Tracy Barlow. Sharp-tongued, quick-witted, and never one to let an opportunity for chaos pass her by. Tracy has a knack for sniffing out secrets, and this week, she edges dangerously close to exposing one of the street's most explosive affairs. At the heart of the scandal is Carl Webster, who has been carrying on a steamy secret romance with his sister-in-law, Abby. Their entanglement has been bubbling away for weeks, fueled by guilt, anger, and temptation. For Abby, her emotional turmoil began when she discovered that Kevin, the husband she had stood by through his testicular cancer battle, had been lying. Kevin had led her to believe he needed further treatment when, in reality, he had already received the all-clear. His deception, born out of fear of losing her, left Abby devastated. In that moment of betrayal, she declared their marriage over and fled straight into the arms of Carl. Despite her heartbreak, Abby has since backtracked, choosing to stay with Kevin for the sake of the children. But old habits die hard in Weatherfield, and her passion with Carl hasn't cooled. Their affair has carried on in secret, leaving Carl increasingly frustrated that Abby is also maintaining intimacy with Kevin to keep up appearances. Carl's jealousy and resentment soon manifested in a reckless act of revenge. He began flirting with Tracy, a dangerous game in itself, perhaps thinking it would be nothing more than a distraction. But Carl underestimated Tracy Barlow. Earlier this week, he was left gobsmacked when he entered his hotel room to find Tracy waiting for him in nothing but a bathrobe. Though he managed to put the brakes on before things went too far. The incident only served to muddy the waters. Debbie Webster, ever keen to stir the pot, encouraged another rendezvous between them, believing it might get Tracy out of his system. In tonight's episode, Carl found himself drinking with Tracy at the Chariot Square Hotel, courtesy of Debbie's meddling. But when push came to shove, Carl dropped a bombshell of his own. He admitted he already had feelings for someone else. Immediately, Tracy's radar began to ping. Quick as a flash, she guessed that the object of his affections was none other than Abby. Carl, panicking, tried to cover his tracks by spinning a story about an ex from Germany who had just moved to Wales. He even feigned outrage at the suggestion he'd betray his brother Kevin by sleeping with his wife. On the surface, it seemed Carl had managed to convince Tracy. But longtime viewers know better. Tracy Barlow doesn't just let things go, she stores them away, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. And it looks like that moment is fast approaching. Later this week, after Carl spends the night with Abby, the pair share a long, tender embrace in the kitchen. Emotions run high, and before long, they're kissing passionately, completely oblivious to the fact they're being watched. Because outside the window, eyes narrowed and lips curled into that knowing smirk, stands Tracy. She's seen everything. What will Tracy do? This discovery puts Tracy in a powerful position. The question now is, what will she do with the information? Will she run straight to Kevin and blow up Abby's marriage once and for all? Or will she play the long game and use the affair as leverage when it suits her best? Personally, I think the latter is far more likely. Tracy thrives on having the upper hand, and the knowledge of Abby and Carl's betrayal is a weapon she won't waste lightly. In Weatherfield, secrets don't stay buried for long, and when this one comes out, it could destroy the Webster family forever. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more movie spoilers next week. Goodbye and see you again.